Say that one more time.
Lou mentioned you sent a message to the team ahead of this week, what to focus on, what it should be about, just the messaging there. What was that about?
Focus on this game.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Block out the outside, forget about who may have won this weekend, who didn't win.
Yeah, none of that matters to us right now. Just got to win.
How hopeful are you that Cam can be ready to play by the weekend? What do you need to see?
See how practice goes. You know, he's been doing all the rehab stuff, but to see him do some functional football stuff will be good. He's got a positive mindset. Went through the walkthrough today. Everything was positive there, but, you know, we just got to see him on the field.
And Jamar.
Same with Jamar. Yeah, just continue to see how the week progresses with him.
Did he participate in walkthroughs, Jamar?
Yeah, he'll continue to participate as we go through the week and just see what he can handle.
How big would that be to have Jamar available, especially this late in the year?
That would be big to have Jamar. Yeah. Yeah.
It's what I was looking for, so thank you.
Yeah.
Considering what the rivalry with the Chiefs has been, just any reaction in the draft room when the Chiefs call you in the third round to talk about a trade, you know, working with your biggest rival? Any memory of that experience?
No. No, I don't. I don't remember that situation. Did we trade with them?
Yeah, they got the left tackle Morris. He got Jordan Battle 3 spots.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's probably the first I've thought about that since the draft day. No, you know, I think the draft's a little bit separate. You're all looking to acquire players, and you know, upstairs they handle all that. They do a great job with that.
Anything you can put your finger on when you watch the Chiefs, why they're not the same this year as they have been in the past?
You know, you still see all the explosiveness that they can have, and you see Mahomes extending plays, and you see a lot of playmakers, and they do some really good things. They've played some good defenses. So, again, we don't read too much into that. We know what they're capable of. We've seen it happen this season. So, again, we always know we're going to get the best version of the teams we're playing against, and they'll be up for us. We'll be up for them, and it's a really good football team. You know, they're still sitting at 9 wins, which in the conference this year is what, third, or you know, it's up there. So just been one of those years where everyone's just trying to find a way to win, and it doesn't matter what it looks like. You just got to find a way to be the winner at the end.
I know you always focus on the defense as a whole, but you've talked about in the past about like Harrison Smith and guys where you have to know where they are ahead of time. Is Chris Jones in that bucket?
Yeah, it'd be good to know where Chris Jones is. He lines up all over, you know, so he does a good job of moving over the course of the game. And, you know, he's worth every penny they're paying him. And, again, they've got a really good defense. Spags does a great job with those guys. They seem like they're relatively healthy, you know, minus maybe a safety, but they're doing a good job this year.
Defensively, it seems like a lot of teams will have really strong front and back end, or strong front line, but all three position groups seem to have really good players with the Chiefs. There's not really many areas of weakness there, are there?
No. If you find them, let me know. They've done a good job. They've limited points. You know, and so again, it's a really good defense. There's a lot of familiarity there with all their players. They've been in that system. You know, minus maybe a guy or two up front, but for the most part, those guys have been there in the system and understand what they're looking for and do a really good job playing together. And so again, it's one of the top defenses in the league.
How do you believe in the concept of like in-season momentum, the games giving you like an outcome, potentially creating momentum? Is that a concept you brought?
I don't think that's not a thing. You know, I absolutely think just like anything, you get into rhythm. It's more of you get into rhythm and things are working, and so again, whether that's momentum or grit or however you want to phrase it, I think that can be possible.
Do you feel like a win this week against a team like this can, you know, one that you guys know so well, can do that for this year and maybe beyond that as well?
I don't worry about all that. I just worry about winning this game. You know, and I feel like we've beat some good teams this year, and this is the next one on the docket that we've got to be at our best to be able to find a way to win.
How is coaching against Andy Reid unique?
Well, I never really look at it like that. You know, we're playing against all of them. He does a great job. I think he gets the most out of his players. You can see that from afar. So, again, there's a lot of respect for the things that he's done, and he always does a great job getting the most out of his team.
I guess Phil Simms was saying on the broadcast, and take it for what it's worth, that you can usually tell Andy Reid is calling plays pieces that all string together, and maybe yourself included, you always try to do that. But he said with Andy Reid, it's very, very particular to him that if the plays aren't strung together, their offense doesn't run as efficiently. You buy into that?
It's just,
You know
you
the point he's trying to make?
yeah, you just want to get into rhythm. However, I don't know what their operation system is, who calls it, how it all works. Every place is unique. No one outside our building could really communicate how we do it, and so I'm not going to speculate on what all that looks like. I think anybody that gets into a rhythm, you can feel it and you can see it, and good things happen. Beyond that, I don't really have much for that one.
With Burrow's success and experience at Arrowhead, is he telling Jake anything about going into that environment?
Jake would probably be better to answer that one. But Jake's obviously been there and been a part of what we're doing and been on the sidelines and things like that. So I think we all know what to anticipate.
You put any stock, or is it meaning to potentially win all the games in the common division placing, the first division, the division leaders? This would be the third matchup. You'd end up beating both of the ones. I mean, you put any stock in that?
I hadn't thought about that. That's how the divisions stack out, and that's what you play. But you could probably look around, and it's so unpredictable year to year what teams are going to rise up. And so, I know a lot gets made of that. And obviously you end up playing teams like Kansas City and Buffalo a lot. But there's a lot of great teams around the league that can be tough to be paired up with at certain times of the year. Maybe you're dealing with injuries at places they're strong at, and so. Again, I think if you polled around the league, all 32 teams, everyone's got some real strengths that you got to deal with when you play with them. Right now, everyone's got weaknesses, and just who can find a way to win. And you just look at the AFC across the board, and you look at all the teams still in it, and it's just who can figure out how to win in December and keep the momentum going a little bit.
Heading into a matchup like this, what does it mean to the team as a whole to have a guy like Mike Hilton with the energy and also just the playmaking instinct that he brings to the table?
I think it's the veteran leadership is critical right now at this point in the year when you go on the road for the guys that will bring the energy, because that's a big part of it. You're going on the road and in front of fans that are going to be loud, and so you got to do everything to bring that in with energy, and guys like Mike Hilton bring that to the table, and I think that's that is critical to us taking the field and trying to create some momentum there.
You mentioned crowd noise. Kansas City obviously as loud as anywhere, but Jake has been in Baltimore,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. I mean, were there any communication issues last week that learned from, or do you feel good about what's going on?
No, I think Jake's done a good job, with cadences, and he and Ted always have good dialogue with the linemen. So there's no communication issues that stand out, other than they maybe me to him. Those are the types of things that we're always working through, and he's done a great job handling how I do things and managed it really well. Maybe on times where if I'm late getting him a call, he does a good job with urgency, getting it communicated, and those are certainly things we stress when we go on the road. And again, a lot of these guys have played in games like this in atmospheres where it's a little difficult to hear, and so they do a good job with the urgency aspect of things.
Team's been really good in the red zone on both sides of the ball, pretty much all.
The Chiefs you're talking about?
You guys.
Okay.
Do you take last week and make sure you reiterate that, hey, this is an outlier considering what you've done? the rest of
Yeah, I think last week brought its own challenges, just the way that the game was playing out, and put ourselves in a hole and created a disadvantage to ourselves, and we didn't handle it great. So I think we have a lot of confidence in the red zone. I think our staff does a great job with the plan. The players understand it. They do a good job practicing it on Fridays, and so we can have a lot of confidence, as we call it.
What stands out about the way their young players have developed on defense, Kansas City?
Yeah, they've drafted well. They've developed well. Do a good job with the front, creating pressure. Allows those guys to play aggressive, on both levels behind them. I think they've got intelligent physical players, and so there's young players, there's old players mixed in there, and again, they've had continuity in the system. Spags has been there a number of years, and so kind of like Lou, you get a chance to evolve and develop guys, and you can see those guys all playing at a high level, all with a lot of confidence. They don't give up many points. They don't make things easy for you. They make it difficult. Okay, thank you.
Dave Lapham here, and every day I am grateful for my experience to have played professional football. As a player, I realized self-motivation, leadership, and appreciating your teammates are key. At First Star Logistics, you can use those same attributes to create the life you want for you and your family. Build your future by working hard like I did. You'll see results both on and off the field. Call First Star Logistics today and be part of our winning team.
Opportunity knocking.